Fine, oh, bagatelle. Watch your love for like it. Why not more than your body, check it. But she ready, yeah, in my day. The balosi, kilo fet. Why now?
Hey, y'all, hey.
Hey.
Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser, where you come for the shenanigans, but you stay for the debauchery. You just got the terrible two with you today.
Once again.
Yes. Tokyo is still on hiatus, so me and Carty are holding it down. You can run wild with us. I think he's awake today.
I'm here. Yo, last night. No, I'm sorry, last night. Last night I was tired. We'll get to that later. But yeah, last week it was running brother ragged. I was going through it. They told my car. I was just like stressing all fucking week. It was just horrible. But I'm back.
Hey, Rockstar, watching from the train. Thank you, boo.
You didn't get wet out there. I think.
Oh my God! Hurry up and get in the house because this rain is absolutely
tripping.
Wild. I don't know what the hell is going on. The gods are angry. Okay, that's all I can say about that.
What did you do? You must have done something to piss off the gods.
Me?
Yeah.
I haven't killed anyone in quite some time.
You ain't got to kill no one, but you be plotting.
I do.
Remember it rained the other day, like real bad, like out of nowhere. You know that shit blew the tent off of my hot tub into my neighbor's yard, and it ripped the whole entire fucking tent.
I don't know what's going on, but after the Montgomery mink, anything is possible.
The mink.
The mink.
The minkening. That's crazy.
The minkening. I like that one.
That's crazy.
Hey, Teddy. Hey, Sal. Thank y'all for coming to join us. Before we get started, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Hey, Ty. Let's start by thinking not my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, but just the best.
It's just the best.
She is always right on time. Our StreamYard tech, our editor. That's right. Get it in. Also, hey, Carolyn. Yes, the best nurse in the world. Carolyn is in the building. So, yeah, we also are an actual podcast. You can listen to us.
Oh, shit, we're official.
Yes. I mean, we've been official, baby, but I'm saying that you can listen to us on Anchor and Spotify, okay? Because I'm always forgetting to plug that. So I wanted to make sure I did that up front this time. You can listen to us while you are at work to make your day go by faster. Mm-hmm. Teddy, what you over there? You starting already? That ain't the first time that you heard mink. That's a Philly staple, okay? Mink. That means
cat needs fucking hands.
And also, if you enjoy the shenanigans and the debauchery that we are bringing to you today, please feel free to give us some stars. We are poor, struggling content creators, all right? So, little stars, please. Like a
stars.
We also have some events coming up that I'll tell you about later on after the debauchery. So please stay tuned for that part of the show. Okay. And before we get into the first segment, I'm going to let my lovely male unicorn introduce himself. We got the titties out today.
I don't got the titties out today, but what's going on, everybody? It's the Carty Experience. Dom Daddy. Hopefully y'all having a lovely week. Tomorrow is motherfucking Friday. I'm so ready for this weekend because these 2 weeks has been a bitch and a half.
You definitely sound
I hope y'all ready to turn with me.
You sound like a Quiet Storm radio host.
I could pull it off. I swear to goodness, I could.
I think you should, and you got.
I give Key Sweat a run for his money. I don't know why that nigga got a Quiet Storm late night section anyway.
Because he got the following. That's all.
You old as shit. Get the fuck out of here, Keith. Move
Oh
over.
my God.
Y'all niggas taking over.
God. Hi, Jasmine. All my people in the chat today. I appreciate y'all. It's a nasty day out there if you in Philly, so you might as well just stay in and listen to us.
Might as well.
Get caught out there in that rain.
Hey, Jazz, we miss everybody out there. I feel like a really long week without y'all. I'm glad.
It does. It really does. I feel like we weren't on last week, but we were.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got a lot of stuff to talk about as usual. Okay. Things have been going crazy. I don't know what's in retrograde, but I feel like something definitely was in retrograde. Sid, hey, big titty goth girlfriend.
Yes.
I feel like there is something in the water. Even me, I'm emotionally off. So I don't know, but I might be in a fight. You might see me on TV.
No, it's start of Leo season. I don't know.
That's my moon sign. So baby, anything's possible is what I'm saying.
Don't poke the lion this month. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
And while we are referencing the fate in the water, the Montgomery Minkman, the Riverboat Brawl, and any other Cinco de Negro, anything that you can think of to call it, I wanted to go here and discuss a couple of the largest internet social media explosive brawls that we have seen, okay? Because it seems to be that in America, it is the norm for people to just let you catch these hands wherever you are at. It's
only in America.
Only in America. McDonald's, Popeyes, Wafflehouse,
corner stores,
doesn't matter,
all over the country.
The Senate.
Even to the fucking Senate.
It does not matter where you are. People will lay hands upon you, okay? And I'm wondering, are we starting to get desensitized to this violence? It used to be a time and a place, but now the time and the place is anything.
Every time and every place at this point.
Yeah.
They do say protect yourself at all times. That means in and out the ring.
Do you feel like there is no longer a code? Like we cannot fight here?
Oh, yeah, that code been out since the fucking 90s.
Not since the 90s. Nah.
Well, early 2000s. I'll say after 05, it kind of faded out. Like, hey, we have set up rules and stuff to, keep it to the street code. But the street code has become all diluted, and it's just wild, wild west out here, no matter what it is.
Okay.
Ain't no fighting fair, anymore. No ones-on-ones anymore. No, agreeing to a knife fight. You bring a gun, or it's whatever. You're fighting for your life every day.
Well, see, I don't need a weapon because I can fight.
Right.
Now, will I bust you upside your head with something? Yes, I will. I will use anything around me at my disposal.
I would say I wouldn't trust if someone said, "Let me give me a fair one." I would not trust the fairness of it.
Okay, I can understand that. That's smart. That's smart, especially if you are from Philly or Chicago or Atlanta. I think that is fair that you need to assume that they might hear something. See, my thing is people can't fight now, and also people are scared to take an ass whooping.
That too.
Hey, Annie, how you doing, sweetie? I think that we need to bring back a fair fight. People, you need to know how to use your hands. You better learn
how to take your licks and and be a man about it.
Yeah, you get your ass whooped, you live to fight another day. Quite honestly.
Yeah.
So before we get into the big brawl, I wanted to go over what I felt like kicked off the height of public brawls. Now, obviously, we did have the Popeyes chicken craze that seemed to incite a lot of riot shenanigans.
One of the lowest points of African Americans' history. One of the lowest points.
Sal said people don't know how to squabble. Yes, Teach a nigga how to squabble. I feel like the Popeyes chicken sandwich craze kicked off a lot of fights, right? And then shortly after that, wait a minute, let me see what Carolyn's saying really quick. That's hard because universally, no one fights fair when it comes to family. That's why we hear brawls. You can't pull out guns, is what I'm saying. Don't pull out a gun unless your life is in danger. That's all I'm saying. So what kicked off the big fight, right? For me on social media, where we were like, okay, now we're seeing brawls everywhere, was the Waffle House Avenger fight of December 2022. When they had their brawl at the Waffle House in Texas.
Carol Danvers.
And the girl threw their white chair.
She just fucking.
And Becky with the hands caught the chair. I feel like that's what really kicked off the brawls being a spectacle all across social media. Jess, I wanted to show some of the best Waffle House fights, right, that we've seen on the internet. So we're gonna play a couple videos to get you in the mood, to get you in the
we got reels, y'all. We have reels of this shit.
To get you in the mood, okay? Jess, why don't you roll those two beautiful videos for us, please?
Waffle House Fight Part 1.
Oh, he came out with a shirt on their ass. They about to start bumping in their bitch. Oh, they about to start bumping in their bitch. Oh, what's up? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Nah, chill. That's a girl.
Bro is a seasoned Waffle House veteran. That man is a proud paying customer, and he literally pays probably to watch shit like that happen. I would not be surprised. Did you see the way he spectated the fight, looked at his grits, and then proceeded to munch down on them? It was almost as if the violence in the atmosphere had increased the flavor of the food. I'm telling you, bro, brawls in Waffle House make the food taste better.
That man ate his food. Like he paid for that show. Okay. He laughed and continued eating his grits. Okay.
My man said cheese grits and a brawl. I'm home.
Nobody left. Nobody got excited. I want a fight while I'm eating my food at the Waffle House. Okay. That's on my bucket list for life. Okay.
You haven't had one yet?
No, it was no fights the last time I was at Waffle House.
Honestly, like you can go to any Waffle House and it just happens like every weekend. That's all you need to do is just go on a Friday or Saturday.
That's the problem. I'm going when people are not drunk.
Yeah, you got to go after hours. First of all, you can't be in Philly. The closest Waffle House in Philly, like in Delaware, you got to go to Delaware. Mm-hmm. Even that, it's not even ratchet. You got to be down south Waffle House.
I'm not going to Waffle
House to catch the real brawls.
Carolyn said the further south you go, the more delicious the food. Wait, Jess, you moving too fast. You got everything moving too fast. The further south you go, the more delicious the food is. Just go to Maryland after the club.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. All right, that's peak hours. Because I haven't experienced it, is what I'm saying, and I would like a little entertainment. But that man was about to fight a whole woman, and she was with it. He came once. First of all, once a man take off his shirt. If a man take his shirt off,
that's a flag. It's a red flag to know that
it's a red flag. It's a red flag. In case y'all don't know, it's about to go down. You about to get your ass whooped. And of course, we cannot forget the infamous Becky with the hands. Jess, if you could play that video, please.
Black people, please do not engage any Caucasian person in hand-to-hand combat that works at Waffle House. The ancestors will not help you. Look at this three-piece combination this girl's throwing right now. She has trained with Akuma in the Niggalation Mountains. Don't play with her. Like Snoop Dogg rolls blunts for her. I don't know what's in that waffle batter, but they just built different. They're not built like these normal scary motherfuckers that walk around here. This Norse warrior maiden been here before. I seen this movie. Yup. She's a fucking Avenger.
So Waffle Houses in general, as we can see, are no strangers to fighting. Actually, there was 4 people shot and killed at a Nashville Waffle House, and the person was found guilty on 4 counts of first-degree murder.
It happens all the time.
And pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity.
It happens all the time.
The same year, a half-naked man all of a sudden fell out of the ceiling at Alabama Waffle House. Can you imagine you eating your fucking food and a man falls out the goddamn ceiling?
You know, Waffle House are 1-story buildings, right? Where the fuck did he come from?
I don't know. I've never been to Alabama Waffle House, so I don't know what it looks like.
He must have been dropped off by aliens or some shit.
But he fell out the goddamn ceiling naked. Can you imagine? Now then I'm going to want a refund after that.
The thing is, the one thing about Waffle House you need to expect is to expect the unexpected, because literally anything can happen at Waffle House. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anything will happen. Anything does happen. Okay.
Yes, and they really need to sign like non-disclosure agreements to just enter the Waffle House, because anything can happen to you. You know, you can see some shit can happen to you. It's fucking free market in Waffle House.
So what kind of drugs was he on? He just fell out the goddamn ceiling. Listen, baby, it's probably a mixture of shrooms and meth and a sprinkle of crack for razzle dazzle. I don't fucking know. But whatever it is, I don't want it. So let's fast forward to this past week where a Georgia mother has filed a lawsuit against Popeyes. That's right. Love that chicken from Popeyes. That was located on Cleveland Avenue in Southwest Atlanta. We still in the South. The suit alleges that the employees attacked the woman, and the attack occurred after the woman attempted to correct her food order. So Denitra Dawson was in a drive-thru. She noticed that her order was incorrect, and she asked them to give her shit. She remained in the drive-thru waiting for them to correct the order. And according to Davis, one of the employees opened her passenger door, entered her vehicle, and began to whoop her ass. They come out of the restaurant and she remains in the car, and their objective is to get her to move the car so they can keep the line going. And because she did not do that, they all physically attacked her. And according to Ms. Davis, they even ripped her braids out of her scalp. Jessica, you show that picture for us, please?
Ooh, this scalp is good.
Please. So this is apparently what the employees did to this woman that just wanted her fries. I mean, I don't know if it was fries she was waiting on. It could have been an apple pie. But the point is, this is what happened.
Point is, her hair look like Neapolitan ice cream. That shit crazy.
Yo, how do you do that?
Crazy.
Like the shit was Velcro or glued on and they ripped it off. So what they end up finding out is that all 3 of these people are related. So it was a mother, a daughter, and either a niece or aunt, something like that. But
all working at Popeyes at the
all
same
working
time?
at Popeyes. One was the manager, and so I'm assuming that one got the manager position and then ended up hiring her family. Yeah. So they've all been charged with battery, and the third person was charged with a misdemeanor obstruction of an officer.
Hold up. Hold this picture. Look. These women are guilty. Crazy. Just by the eyebrows alone, you know they on some shit. Just by the eyebrows alone.
Oh my God. So of course,
Of
course, the woman is not only suing them, but she's suing Popeyes because you know these bitches ain't got no money. Also, because Popeyes failed to complete the background checks on all of the suspects. So the women that attacked her, they were convicted of multiple assaults and other criminal convictions over the years. And of course, they have not issued a statement. They done fucked up now. Because now they're going to have to pay that woman all her cash. The woman said she was just trying to get some food for her and her kids. And that's what ended
I
up
don't
happening.
think that was the first time either for that Popeyes in that area. They said that there's always been incidences at that Popeyes.
They're going to change the name of Popeyes. What's it going to be called now? Child. Carolyn said that's how I'm going to dress up my aliens. I don't understand what it is about Popeyes, but they definitely, oh Lord, not they on their thoughts. They definitely got some issues.
I can't stand Popeyes, and I don't know. You've been to enough Popeyes in the area. I know I have. They always fuck up your order. I have Popeyes literally a block away from me, and every time I order something, I never get what I order.
Not my Popeyes.
Man, which one you go to? Because
the Popeyes, so I normally when I'm getting Popeyes, I'm like Uber Eating or DoorDashing it.
That's different.
It's the one in Hunting Park.
Yeah, if you actually go to one in Hunting Park, that's the one down the street from me. If you go there in person, you're not going to get what you ordered.
So how do I Uber Eats mine and I get everything, and you go in there and you don't get what you want?
Because they don't give a fuck inside the restaurant. They don't give two shits. It's like the fucking soup Nazi line. Like, we ain't got it. Next, get your ticket, move the fuck aside. Hey, you messed up my order. Too bad. Next. It's a mess.
Hey, Anita. Well, that's very confusing to me. So then you just need to Uber Eats it then.
I don't want to pay the extra fee. But then again, that's why I don't go to Popeyes anymore. Because they always fuck up my shit.
I need that chicken.
You don't need the chicken. It's in the chicken.
I need the chicken.
It's in the chicken.
I know it's in the chicken, and that's why
you gotta leave it alone.
Listen, it's a little crack.
Got you out here being like Tyrone.
You looking at me crazy or him crazy? Just I need the chicken. It's a little crack in Popeye's chicken. We all know that. We all know that, and that's why we always fighting in Popeyes. Like, it is what it is. Tyrone hit the nail on the goddamn head.
I'm trying to get my food behind bulletproof glass.
Anita said, why were there whoa, the comments is jumping. Why were there love chickens outside Popeyes near 50th and Market? What?
What?
Why was you looking at me crazy? Just
Popeyes is suspect, man.
So I'm the only person that like Popeyes chicken, and now they got those strawberry biscuits.
You need strawberry biscuits.
Did you try the strawberry biscuits?
No, I didn't. Just because you said you loved them, and then it looked like you was on crack.
So we was doing sound
you won't
check.
Shut up about the fucking biscuits. I knew something was wrong with them.
We was doing sound check, and Popeyes got them new strawberry biscuits, and I was doing a little, when the food good. They warm it up. It was hot. It was moist. Yeah, it was good. It was a little
problem. I knew you were addicted. As soon as a crumb went into your titty, you just instantly fished that bitch out and ate it. You wasn't wasting a morsel.
If I won't eat out my own titties, who will? Is what I'm gonna say. Okay. Teddy, get you a strawberry biscuit. It's good. So I said the strawberry biscuit looks like a regular biscuit. They just put strawberry filling in it. I could do that at home. Listen, they did just put a little razzle on a regular biscuit, but it's moist. I don't know what it is. It wasn't dry, Jasmine. It wasn't dry. It was good. I don't know what they did to it, but it's good. All I'm saying is check it out. And don't get in no fights while you in Popeyes.
At your own risk.
All right. So as we can see, there is a pattern with Black people and white people, depending on if it's down south. Because down south white people is about as close to white people can get as Black people, is what I'm saying. Would you agree? Yes? No?
Yeah.
That's as close as you're going to get.
Yeah.
But we love getting in fights in fast food restaurants. Okay. I don't know what it is about. Even the man that got shot by the little boy. Remember? The man got shot by the little boy. They was going to get food from a restaurant. Like, what is it about being at a fast food place that makes you angry? I don't know what it is.
It's just fast food and common folk in the same area is just a recipe for disaster.
Is it because it's set up in impoverished areas?
Yeah, you just put in, oil and water don't mix.
You ain't gonna see nobody fighting at Ocean Prime.
If you let enough niggas in there, you will.
Steak 48?
It already happened.
Wait, somebody was fighting at Steak 48?
Yeah, someone was fighting Steak 48.
What happened?
I don't remember, but I remember that shit was popping off. And then, of course, niggas was ordering water and not ordering nothing. So they had the
wait,
$58 minimum.
Bill? Was that them? And they were arguing about the bill in State 48. Was it that?
That too.
Well, first of all, you got to know your friends. So I have broke friends, and I have friends that are like me. We not rich, but we know how to act when we go out. If you go out with me to dinner, I am ordering like I'm a drug dealer. That's how I like to roll. I don't want to go out if I can't get what I want. So I will a lot of times order a multitude of things for the table, and I'll order a little doggy bag to take home with me. It's a full entree. I'm taking it home with me. I have friends that I go out with, they order the same exact way. So when the bill comes, and also we drink a lot. So when the bill comes, we don't have a problem. We're splitting it evenly. It's not like, I had this. No, we all ordered like we was, Escobar. So we splitting it equally. Now, I also have friends that I know if I go out with them, they finna nickel and dime and
straight appetizer menu.
Right. You gotta know who your friends are, is what I'm saying. Then so you're not fighting at Ocean Prime. I make decent money and I still won't go out with Gina because she wants to spend $500+.
She does. She wants everything off of every fucking menu.
I don't understand what the problem is.
There's no problem because you don't want paying for it.
That's right. I'm paying
good.
for it. I just know that about me. Anybody never been out to dinner with me, we're gonna have a good time. Now, if you tell me in advance that you broke and I got it and I'm feeling generous, I got you. I got you. You just give me this amount and I'll cover the rest. We about to have a good time. We're gonna look like, basketball wives or some shit like that. But yeah, if you don't know your good time and broke till payday, no. And then also maybe it might be worth it. I've had some wonderful drunken partying nights, and it was worth being broke until payday because I had a good motherfucking time. Anyway, I'm getting off the subject, but it was a good time. Good time is had by all. You go to different restaurants, go to different bars, go to the club. That's the kind of night I like to have, and I ain't had one in a while, so I'm overdue.
Yeah, we are actually kind of due to be going out for one.
We are.
It's tacos and margs.
We need to be outside, is what I'm saying. Carolyn, you in the comments, Rockstar, we need to be outside.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So let's move on to the main event because we're going to have a deeper discussion now that we put the fight in the fast food to the side, right? We got that demographic. It seems to be something going on with the chicken and the waffles.
And the chicken.
We're going to have a deeper discussion about this Riverboat brawl. Aside from it being funny and all that, the entitlement that led to it, people being used to the Negroes being docile and peaceful. But we're going to get there.
Them days are over. And if this didn't make it clear, it should be clear now. That time for docile and letting shit slide and, you think you want to get away with it, them days are over. Accountability is coming with a right hook and a iron fucking chair across your head.
And a twisted T.
So,
Of course, by now, everyone has seen, laughed at, participated in, Googled, downloaded, TikToked
Shared out.
the Montgomery Minkin. Okay, that is my choice. I like that. The Montgomery Minkin, aka the Riverboat Brawl. We all know that the chaotic fight broke out at the popular riverfront dock in Montgomery, Alabama, and punches were thrown. People were thrown in the water. People got busted upside the head with chairs. It's resulted in criminal charges. 3 white males were arrested, and there's more potential charges to come as they are investigating it as a hate crime.
Those mugshots were not pretty either. If you haven't seen the mugshots, please look at the mugshots. They got beat the fuck up.
Overall, 13 people were detained, and they were still looking for the old black man that bust somebody upside the head with a chair, allegedly.
What old black man? I ain't seen no old black man there.
Allegedly, because I didn't see it either. Mm-hmm. Okay. The warrants were issued for 48-year-old Richard Roberts, because I want to say their names.
That's the whitest name ever. Richard Roberts.
2 warrants for 3rd-degree assault. 1 warrant for 23-year-old Alan Todd, charged with 3rd-degree assault. And 1 warrant for 25-year-old Zachary Shipman, charged with 3rd-degree assault.
All previously had warrants too, by the way.
Yes, that is 100% true. So all of them should have turned themselves in at this point in time. And it all started because a black man asked white people to move their boat. Okay?
Move your shit.
Their small little pontoon was blocking the dock. And the riverboat, which held a number of passengers, was waiting for 45 minutes for these white people to come and move their boat, to the point that the co-captain got off and tried to move it himself. And of course, he was confronted by these gentlemen. And it did not go well. That's when chaos ensued. We got a lot of pictures. We got a lot of videos.
So many. And they keep coming too. Like, it's like an endless assault of just funny shit.
Listen.
Good times.
I need to see this in every black home. Sal, who's making merch? We're making merch.
Yeah. HNIC got merch. Yo, we got shirts.
Leave that up there for a minute. If y'all have not gotten your on your left men's classic tee from Head Nerds in Charge, I'm gonna need you to go to www.headnerdsincharge.com and go ahead and purchase one. All right, they are selling like hotcakes, baby, and you need to get you one so that you can mark this moment in time. Okay, this is a holiday now. August 5th will forever be known as the Montgomery Mink Cinco de Negro. So you need to go ahead and purchase that. All right. Tell them Siren sent you. You got your tea because you're watching Siren Show. Yes, please. And then, of course, we have the 16-year-old boy who was dubbed Black Aquaman for his swift action as he was filmed jumping into the water and swimming to the dock to aid and assist the man that was getting jumped by these white savages. All right. He's 16 years old.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. They are not giving out much information on him.
Michael B. Phelps.
He is a minor. Michael B. Phelps. They want to keep his life as peaceful as possible. And also, you don't want to anyone retaliating because the racists
That's what I'm scared about.
Big mad. You scared about that?
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about. You release everyone else's name, but of course the minor that's in the water get the most attention because he came out of left field with it, and now his name is out there. And I just hope no one retaliates and take it out on him or anything like that, or his family, because he has the rest of his life to live. So definitely, the kid be great.
Shout out to Aquaman. Uh, Jess, do we have any videos from the Riverboat Brawl? I know you've been working hard behind the scenes. If you can give the people a little taste of some of these angles, I would appreciate it. It just brings joy to my heart every time. It brings joy to my heart every time I watch. Listen, I was having a bad day, but that brought so much joy to my heart. The hat thrown in the air, the man swimming, the chairs, the women coming out, the whooping that woman's ass
with the kicks,
the different camera angles. Like we could literally just produce a whole movie of clips and video that people have posted from that.
You'll see it on Netflix in December.
Jasmine said, "I never saw the police pushing their lady off. She still didn't get it." So, of course, the larger question is, why did those white folks think they could attack someone, a worker, in broad daylight and get away with it?
One word, 2 syllables. Bama.
Because we in Alabama.
Bama ass fucking white people.
So
they can do whatever they want to do.
Of course, we look to history that set these white men up to think that they could get away with acting like that. You really got to take into account that they're in Montgomery, Alabama. So they're not just down south. They're in Montgomery, Alabama.
They is the South.
This is 60 years after white supremacists bombed the 16th Street Baptist Church in Birmingham, Alabama, killing 4 little black girls. Nearly 68 years after Rosa Parks led the Montgomery bus boycott to challenge segregation in the South. And 73 years after the last documented lynchings in Montgomery. White Alabamians thought they could sail into a black city and assault a black worker because the precedent had been set so many times. And then add alcohol and white privilege and entitlement. And of course, you have a powder keg that is going to erupt. And quite frankly, I can imagine that, you know, living down south where the racism is a little bit more in your face, but it was probably such a release and a relief to be able to hit these motherfuckers. Like, I've been waiting all my life to do this, which is one of the reasons why I'm very hesitant on moving down south. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that Pennsylvania, we live in Pennsylvania. And so, you know, once you step outside of Philly,
you might as well be in the South.
It's very racist. It's very racist. But in my little bubble of Philly, Philadelphia, I feel pretty protected.
Right.
Rockstar said it's like that time that the white Eagles fan got his ass whooped for getting in that black man's face, and then they asked him why he didn't. He said, "I was so drunk," and he was. You could see it. Sal said, "Once again, I'll say it one more time. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired." And on top of all these things, it is noteworthy to say that the Harriet ship that the people were on, the big boat that they were on waiting to dock, it has a long-standing history. It first launched in Liverpool in 1786, and the Harriet was a slave ship back in the 1700s, from 1798 to 1805. So it carried thousands of slaves to Barbados and then back to Liverpool. And then it was owned by Barton and Company and also cruised between Liverpool and Africa. So it's very ironic that
boat. Shit.
that the boat is at this dock where they did slave auctions. It was a slave port, and then all these white people are getting their ass whooped. It's kind of like the ancestors rose up.
They should have burnt that bitch down when they were at it. Fuck.
And took possession of their body and said, yes, we are finally getting our lick back. Rockstar says, so that really was our ancestors fighting through us. Sal said, who named the boat? That's what I want to know. I don't know who named the boat because it's Harriet with an O, O-T-T. But, you know, you think of Harriet Tubman, it's kind of just like, a lot of irony and everything. So the one thing I am worried about is them facing the backlash, right? Did y'all hear about that aftermath? The white people went to a hospital to get help, saw that the staff was people of color, called them the N-word, and called the cops. The cops came and told them that they could either get help or leave, and they chose to leave without getting help. I did. I actually saw that.
I didn't hear that. That's good to know.
I heard that after I was finished doing my outline. But yeah. They continue to be racist at the hospital. And I'm not going to say that I blame them because y'all just got your ass whipped by people that look just like them. You know, you probably was afraid of them putting a little something extra in your IV.
Like they did Martin Luther King?
Possibly.
Well, they could have saved him in the hospital after he got shot, and the white people around him just let him die. It's documented.
It's not surprising. I mean, it's not surprising.
And it wasn't last time. You know, a lot of black folks were scared to go to white hospitals back in the day because they wouldn't receive the best care at all. So,
well,
welcome.
You do have a long-standing issue with going to the doctor, and a large part of it is due to racism. But that's a whole nother show.
It definitely sure is.
For another time. We have gotten to the point where we face backlash anytime that we do anything to advocate for ourselves or to stand up and stick up for ourselves. We have been brainwashed and beaten down to the point that we did become docile. And so we did have the people that just go along to get along. We don't want no trouble with massa kind of situation. And anytime that we do anything that goes against the grain, you know, that's where you have you're being aggressive. It's like, I just raised my voice slightly. My tone just went up a decibel and now I am aggressive. We are always perceived to be more volatile than we actually are. So we become more meek to avoid having that label or that stereotype put on us. Right. And that day, all that shit went out the window. So
moving forward, I just hope this sets the precedence like, hey, we ain't taking your shit no more, no matter what it is, especially if we're in the right too.
I had a really long talk with one of my residents. And she was like, you know, I hope and I feel that this is the beginning of us sticking together. And is it really bad that I don't think it is?
I don't think it is either, but
I'm going to be the person to say that I don't think that it is. I think it was a beautiful thing for all of us to come together and have one another's backs.
And an example that it can be done if, you know, enough effort was put into it. But now more than ever, you know, why not now?
Unfortunately, I don't see it happening. I don't see it continuing.
Like it means necessary. This is the time, and it means necessary.
Because here's the thing: when you do things like that, there are consequences. It turned out well this time, where even though we were in the right, there could have been consequences where people went to jail
or lost their lives.
Or lost their lives, and they shouldn't have. So when you do these things, you have to stand up knowing that even if you are right, it might not go the way that you want it to go. But they were lucky this time.
Yeah.
Most people want to do the right thing, but they're not ready to accept the consequences that go along with it, so they don't do it.
And I'm pretty sure if there were like not a lot of people and less camera footage, it would have turned out totally different.
100%, because then there was your word against mine.
Right.
Your words against mine. Cell phones can be a blessing, and they also can be a curse. But I am happy that there was so many different people filming so that they could see what actually happened. I want us as a people to start doing the right things, even when it's uncomfortable, and even when you might get locked up. You might go to jail. You might have to go to jail and be able to stand for the strength of your convictions. So a lot of things were going around social media where they were saying, we're not our ancestors, right? And people were saying, I hate when people post things like that, because our ancestors were strong. They went through a lot of things that we would not be able to go through. And that's very much true. They were willing to get a hose or have dogs sicked on them, or people pouring soda and ice cream on them while they were, sitting at those counters, to get locked up because they wouldn't give up their seat on the bus. These black people now, they're not ready to do that.
You step on my shoes, I'm ready to fight you. Like, you ain't ready. You ain't built for this.
We all seen 60 Days in. Some people not built for jail. They gonna give you up. They're gonna give you up. That's why we don't have any real black leaders, because nobody is willing to do the things that need to be done for us to truly have change and revolution.
I would only say that in a peaceful manner.
What you mean peaceful?
Like people like boycotting and doing that type of stuff that gets you locked up peacefully, instead of being the renegade and the rebellious type, that type of stuff.
Well, yeah, people are fine with marching. They're fine with marching. But there's a lot of people, like even when I was protesting, right, at the height of people being out there really protesting, I literally had people that was telling me not to go. Oh my God, they might shoot you with a rubber bullet. They might do this.
Pepper spray. They were pepper spraying folks
or whatever. And they like literally and I was just like, and I'm still going. Like, I'm fully aware that all these things can happen. You prepare for it as much as you can. Like, I wasn't a dummy. I had a kit. I had things that I took with me in preparation for it. I had things and wrote important phone numbers on my arm and permanent magic marker and things like that, in preparation for the worst thing to happen. But I still was going to do it, because if I want change and if I want something to be different, I can't just keep saying that I want it. I can't cry about it. I can't just sit around and think that it's magically going to happen. You have to, at some point, act. You have to act in some way, shape, or form. And that is what I don't see from people. People are not ready to do that. People are not, you're not that fucking tired. You're not that tired. You won't lend your time. You won't lend your money if you have it. You won't lend your 2 goddamn feet. Even mark. You won't do any of those things. You just sit back and you type and you complain and you crackers, shit like that, and that's all you do. So how is anything going to change?
Facts. Even being a human being, first thing. Or you have to even acknowledge the fact that there's injustices out there, other than living in your own little fucking world.
You just worried about getting your BBL.
Pretty much.
Jasmine said, it's always been life or death for us. It's survival. Sal said, I'm actually scared for all the Black people that were in the fight because now I can see other white people that didn't like what happened attacking them. Jasmine said, if we had more support for other Black people with more resources and influence, it could work. Us on the streets can only do so much. Sal said, I'm not going to hold you up. I'm not ready to do that. You throw ice cream on my fresh new J's, I might go down for manslaughter. Sal.
0 to 100.
Come on, man. Come on.
But if we had that type of mindset back then, we wouldn't be where we are now. We would be way ahead. Because one thing that white people do understand is violence.
Violence begets violence.
Violence begets violence, but there also comes a point where when there's enough bloodshed.
Well, I quite honestly am of the opinion that we are not going to be able to get change peacefully. That is, I am going on record, and I've said this before.
You taking Malcolm's side. We on Malcolm's.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, we
Oh,
ain't doing Dr. King. We on Malcolm's side.
I'm always that type.
We ain't turning the other cheek, motherfucker.
No, you would never. Like, I'm not with the peaceful. You hose me, dogs on me, and I just sit there. I'm not with that at all. I don't subscribe to that at all. I don't think that works. There is a certain level of racism that's not going that's not going to work. There's some people that like, oh my God, yes, that's softened my heart. But really, most people that's really, really racist, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Right. That's not going to change anybody's heart or mind. So we are going to have a war. That's
the only way. That's human history. That's the only way stuff works out in this country and any other country.
I don't want that, but I'm being realistic in the fact that I believe that is what would have to happen. And everyone is going to have to, at some point in time, become at peace with that knowledge that that's going to inevitably happen. Like, you think that everything that we went through. Oh, hey, Paul.
Hey, we got our first one.
Paul, I can't be racist. That's your first lesson. There's no way to be racist. I am Black. Racism is a systemic construct, and I am not in the position of power to be able to be racist. I can be prejudiced and I can be a bigot, but I can't be racist.
Thanks for coming to the show, Paul.
Everyone in the comments, welcome Paul, please.
Debater's in the building.
Sal said, I've always heard that Black people can't be racist because we don't have any power. That's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
We would have to be in the positions of power because racism is systemic. And so we are not. So therefore, that is why we can't be. But of course, you have to always educate people on that because people don't read. So y'all welcome Paul, and he can stick around as long as he like. But this is a prime example of why I say
these things. I mean, we ain't talking out our ass. Like we speaking facts here.
Of why I say the same things that I'm saying. Okay. And he's also the person that might incite things like this. Jess, why don't you roll that beautiful bean footage of the yellow chair that just emerged today?
Let's do it.
This was in Chicago last night. Who knew that the WWE had been telling us all this time how to fight racism and tyranny? We got the lesson now. The revolution has begun.
Two for two.
So now we have other videos emerging, and we see the gentleman, he had the yellow chair. We don't really have any details as to why exactly he was going upside that man's head like that.
All we know that he fucked around and he found out.
Those yellow chairs were sitting there conveniently for his use, and he definitely made use of it. All that being said, this has lit a match under a number of people to say, we are tired of the bullshit and we are not going to continue to do this. And maybe, just maybe, it will not be the Martin way. Most of us will be more of a Malcolm or more of a Black Panther type of person. And I am all for that. All for that. Because being docile is not helping at all. What do you think, Carty?
I was always down with it. Let's get organized. Let's get militant.
So, I don't know how many of you have your permit to carry.
I got mine.
Mine's expired, but I need to get it.
Get it re-up. Get your chairs ready. I got 4 folding chairs in the basement right now.
I meant your legit permit to carry. Not your permit to carry a folding chair, but your permit to carry. If you do not have it, oh, Jasmine, you don't need it in Florida?
Oh no, they was like, you don't need shit. You can just buy a gun and just rock out with your cock out.
Really? Oh, yeah. I love it.
Open carry, no background checks. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
I love that. I love it.
Oh, it has its downsides.
If you don't have it, I definitely strongly suggest that you get it. And you might never, feel the need to actually buy a gun, but just have it in case. Have your permit just in case. Educate yourself on the proper use of a gun, how to safely keep one in your home. You just never know.
Revolution will not be televised.
Yeah,
unless you're in South Africa. I don't know. Have you seen what happened in South Africa? How they actually getting back their country with the apartheid. After that's over, they out there killing all the white farmers that took their land. They're taking this shit back. They are fighting back and taking back their land as they should. So shout out to South Africa.
Sal said, but going to the Black Panthers way or Malcolm X way will probably get you turned into a hashtag. Sal,
but that's part of the progress.
Don't get a gun, get a whole bunch of folding chairs and practice regularly. Sal, I'm being serious. I'm being serious for 5 seconds, Sal.
Folding chair jutsu.
You need to have your gun, okay? You need to have your gun, and I have a number of other weapons in my house besides a gun, So, Sal said the only thing that would make the Alabama mink any better is if they don't know Negro Spiritual. Oh, if Negro Spiritual started playing.
It's out of nowhere.
I feel like we heard it in our head. I always hear music in my head anyway, so I feel like that was already happening. So get your gun, educate yourself, prepare for the revolution, and understand that being docile is not the way to go. Portia said, yes, I want a gun. What do you recommend for a lady? Oh, Carty, what you think?
Small handgun. It's a P-35. Yeah, I think it's called a P-35.
I want a machine gun and a rocket launcher.
Yeah, she just. Yeah.
I want a machine gun and a rocket launcher. Why not?
Why not? You know what? You're right. Why not?
Oh, Jess said a 9mm with a silencer. Yeah, baby.
Silencers are illegal in Pennsylvania, but yeah.
We talk about a revolution. Nobody give a fuck about no damn.
That's true, because when it happens, they ain't gonna play fair.
Absolutely not. You know how many people probably got silencers? Portia said machine gun. Who you going to war with? Paul in the comments. That's who I'm going to war with. I'm killing his dog first. The dog that he got his profile pic.
Oh, nice.
Allegedly. All this is allegedly. I just want to put it out there. All that is allegedly. Sal said, "Don't play with Siren. She might fuck around and have the same sword Conan the Barbarian had." I have swords.
Almost.
I have swords up on my wall. Y'all can't see them, but I do.
My
So
samurai
yeah,
swords downstairs.
I have a preference for swords. I definitely.
Kunais, axes, golf clubs, bats.
I always say, so I just was watching Kill Bill again this past weekend, and over in Ishii is my bitch, and I always say they did her dirty because ain't no way that she would have got killed. I don't believe it. I don't buy it. That's where they lost me. I love the movie, but that part right there, every time I watch it, I get pissed because no, ain't no way. So I see myself as over in Ishii in my head.
She had to go.
No, she didn't have to go. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Rockstar, all we had to do was send out our kids, the motherfucker terrorists. I ain't my kids, not my kids. Not my kids.
Made them hood kids. Put them to use.
Not my babies are soft. I'll be trying to thug them up a little bit, but my babies are very anime watching, cosplaying. Yeah, they little nerds. So they soft. They ain't ready. Okay. Oh, Sal, I do have a dagger. You're right. I do. Did I show you? I don't know if I should show it online. I'm not gonna show it while we live because it might get us.
Oh, King Tut.
It might get us shut down. I'm not gonna show it. But
Sacred
anyway.
dagger.
Now that we have talked about something serious, we're gonna move on to the debauchery. All right. Debauchery. Sal said I did show him. Okay, yeah, and I do. It's a beautiful knife. It's beautiful. We're here for the debauchery with our Inside the Box segment. That's our sex segment if it's your first time here.
That's right.
Paul, if you're still here, I know you're not familiar with sex, so stick around.
Inside the Box. Yeah.
We're going to teach Paul about sex. I'm sure he don't get none.
I show him what a tutorius is.
So, y'all know if y'all are normally here, Tokyo does the Inside the Box segment. But since she is on hiatus, little old virgin me, is in charge of the debauchery. Okay?
I'm sorry, say that again. What are you?
Virginal?
Vaginal? What?
Virginal. Little old virginal me is going to take over the sex segment. I'm going to
reborn times 10.
I don't appreciate that slander against that's allegedly. Just doing me dirty.
Doing yourself a disservice.
So I'm gonna do my best for y'all here. This won't traumatize y'all, so y'all not gonna leave. Today we are going to discuss threesomes. 3Some Etiquette. Okay, it's like manners for nasty people. All right. So everybody knows what a threesome is. Threesomes, menage a trois, three-way, as opposed to a gangbang. Everyone knows what that is. When you engage in any sexual activity that involves three people, okay? A foursome is 4 people, and 5 or more people is an orgy.
Yes, it is.
For y'all that did not know.
Orgy class.
That's tier. It has moved to orgy territory. Sal said, I've always wanted to have one. How does one pull off the proper threesome? Thank you.
Thank you for asking. You know, maybe I should take this one because I had one last night. So I think I feel certified enough. Oh yeah, it happened.
Yeah,
tonight and this morning.
Before we get into our threesome etiquette, let me properly introduce myself to y'all. I am your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, and your diva of debauchery, the official HBIC, Siren by Night. And today, I'm about to learn y'all on how you're supposed to conduct yourself during a threesome, because some people do not know. And he said, I ain't leaving. I'm here for demon time. And Sal got his handy dandy notebook. Okay.
That's right.
So, first of all, why do people even engage in threesomes? The thrill, for exploration, a deeper connection with their partner, or for ego,
or all of the above,
or all of the above. Okay. For exploration, you might be bi or pan, and this would give you an opportunity to explore that while still being with your partner. So the main question you really want to ask yourself before you get into it is, do you really want a threesome? Or, and this is usually for women that need to ask themselves this question, or are you just doing it for your partner? What is your motive?
Very important.
So, Carty, being that you have experience with threesomes, when you initially got into doing the threesomes, what was your motive?
Now, before my relationship, it was just one of those things that was just on the bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm pretty sure, like every man here, just always just wanted the experience. But as soon as I got into a relationship, it got a lot more personal. So it wasn't just, hey, let's just get it done and over with. I'm sure if she needs to chime in, she will.
I'm sure she will. She's gonna put them oxtails on the side.
Come up here and knock my ass out. But no, yeah. But when we got in a relationship, it was just, hey, let's take our relationship to the next level. Let's be another step in our vulnerability with each other. And I thought that was a really cool thing to do. So as I was, after my divorce, I was like, hey, I want to dig deeper into my sexuality and branch out and try other different avenues. So she was actually my Sherpa in this whole entire thing. So it was nice. I should say it is nice.
Okay.
We don't do it all the time, but when we do it, it's a good time.
As it should be.
It was definitely rocky at the start, because I didn't know my way around. I didn't know what I was doing. But, you have to make sure that, communication is key. Talking about what's to be expected and, what aftercare looks like and do's and don'ts in between, because you just can't dive head first in unless you on that type of time. Because you can go to parties and crazy shit happens and you just in the mix, or this is something that you actually plan out and you want to thoroughly execute successfully. So it's all about how you go about it. But communication is definitely the key, or you won't be having one with your partner if you fuck it up too many times.
Sal says, I want a threesome, but in mind, I want a Philly John with a thick accent and a New York girl with a thick ass accent.
See, now you're asking for trouble. See?
What? You want an ass whooping?
You want a Brooklyn Latina girl and a North Philly black chick, and you're gonna end up fucking getting stabbed by both of them. You don't want that.
Probably don't.
You probably don't want that.
You probably want to ease your way in. Like,
right?
Get you somebody from like Connecticut and in Ohio.
Connecticut
and Ohio, and like ease yourself in. Sal said, "Don't tell me you were down there just poking and prying and everything." Sal said, "I'll take North Philly or South Philly. I'm not picky." Then I can tell that you're not from Philly, then, because
exactly, it's a difference.
It's a difference, baby. and I ain't from either, technically, so it's a difference. So
I said, strap up.
My motives, child, burning up.
Leave him alone.
Listen, I don't want to talk about South Philly girls.
I mean, if you want to swing for the fences, just go ahead and pay for it. Like, if you want that type of experience, and in a controlled environment, bro, just pay for it. Just get it over with. But if you want a deeper connection, then you might want to just take your time with it.
I can't imagine paying for sex. Anyway,
Women don't never have to really pay for sex. We'll circle back on that one.
Yeah, we will have to circle back because I can't. My motives for that's a topic, paying for sex. My motives for having a threesome is something I always wanted to try. I am pan, so having a man and a woman is like ideal in my head. I get both.
Or both. Or both trans too. Can't forget the trans.
Yes, it could be that as well. I mean, I don't really care. I don't care.
I know that's what I'm saying. You don't care. It could be anybody.
Not anybody. Like, don't put it out
not like that.
It could be anybody.
Anybody on the spectrum, maybe.
But, I mean, but yes, gender wise, it could be.
You're a super
a man, a woman, a trans woman, a trans man. It could be all of those. As long as I have that connection. Shut up, Sal. Sal said, "I'm surprised you never done it before." I have. I never said I did. Oh yeah, I've had threesomes. I've had foursomes. So I was just saying my motive for doing it was, I wanted to try it, and I wanted to be able to experience male and female at the same time. And I like to spice it up in the bedroom. I get bored, right? So it injects a little spice, and I feel more connected to my partner after the fact. Ty, I'm getting there. I'm working my way up to it. Carolyn said, "I am not into threesomes at all. I want to be the only one in the bed with dude." But what if you could have two men that was only focused on you? See, you not thinking about the picture, Carolyn.
That's right.
Rockstar said, "I've had enough. I had 3 and a 3-way relationship, so I'm kind of done there unless my man wanted to. However, the way he set up, he'll kill us all." Probably. I know her man, probably. So how do you know if you're ready for a threesome? First, your boundaries need to be established. Okay, so your boundaries need to be established. You need to be emotionally mature. Your partner has to be willing. So when we say boundaries, you need to have a real detailed conversation. The man, if I'm talking to my man, okay, I don't want you to penetrate the woman. There will be no penetration. Or he'll say to me, "I don't want any man to penetrate you. Are you okay with me giving this person oral? Is it okay if I receive oral from the person?" Okay, like you need to discuss every little intricate. What about kissing? Is kissing off the table? Some people feel like kissing is very, very intimate, and they don't want you kissing nobody else in the mouth. So you got to really sit down and have an adult conversation about whether or not this is going to upset you. And you better be honest.
Oh, yeah.
And you better be honest. Because when it happens, you can't get mad because you had a discussion. If you said you was okay with it.
and it will show if you are mad.
Yes, it will show if you are mad. It will show if you are mad. The being mature, if you know that you're a really jealous person, you might as well hang it up and not even do it.
Facts.
You might as well not do it because all it's going to do is cause chaos, confusion, and somebody might get fucked up.
And insecurity.
Who gets fucked up? Who knows? But you might as well not put yourself in that position. And if you're only doing it for your partner and it's not something that you really want to do, then you definitely shouldn't engage, because you should never put yourself in an uncomfortable position like that to please someone. And if your partner does not understand that you don't want to do it, then perhaps you need to reevaluate your entire relationship.
Exactly. Don't compromise yourself.
Right. How would you feel if you haven't been having great sex, but you start having sex with a third person and all of a sudden y'all sex is better? Would it make you happy, or would you feel some type of way about it?
I think that you would have to look at it with a glass half full mindset, because it can definitely turn dark on you, but you can take a look at it. Hey, this is me growing into my sexuality even more. Other than, oh, I should feel ashamed that this person isn't doing it for me like it would, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I take it as growing pains. But I haven't been there, so I don't know.
I'm sorry.
That's how I would take it.
I'm smiling at Sal because he says I don't want to pay for it because I don't want to pay her to spit in my mouth. Shut up, Sal.
God damn it, Sal. And Carolyn, stop fucking with them Jamaicans, man. Like there are a whole other Caribbean folks you can mess with that aren't Jamaicans who don't eat pussy.
Sal said, who picked the third person? Was it you or your partner? Well, there's been multiple third people, so it kind of just happened.
Is it tit for tat? You pick one?
No, it just kind of happened. I can't say like necessarily we agreed on someone. That's what I could say.
That's how we do it too. So
it was an agreement. Ty says selfish ass vetoed me. LOL.
Who vetoed her? I don't know.
It must be you.
I ain't veto shit. Fuck. This is a democracy here. We take votes.
Sal said, do you have to be in a relationship to have a threesome? No.
So
you can be in a threesome where it is 3 separate individuals that want to come together to have sex, or you can be a couple that brings a third into your bedroom. It can be either way. But right now, I'm focusing on the dynamics more so like if you're a couple bringing in a third person, because that is a little bit more
achievable than.
No. The word I'm looking for, like that can be a powder keg. So you have to handle it very delicately.
That's true.
If it's 3 individuals, it's like, hey, we all coming together to fuck, and then we about to go on about our way separately.
Oh, yeah.
But bringing somebody in. Carolyn said 2 men would be wonderful. It's them Jamaicans.
I told her, leave the Jamaicans alone.
Carolyn, 2 men. I'm saying, just if you find 2 men that's down for it, it could be a wonderful time.
Hey,
that's all I'm saying. Sal says, so do we have to discuss where I finish if I do end up having a threesome? Yes, and I am working my way up to that. First, all of your partners.
I'll be total dude, by the way. Yes.
First, all your partners shouldn't make you do anything you don't want to do. I would definitely feel happy. Compatible sex is hard to find.
It is.
Jamaican men refuse to be in a room with another dick. My dream ain't happening. Well, you might have to think
Stop messing with Jamaicans. This Antiguans.
Oh, Ty said you vetoed another dude.
I did.
How dare you?
Now, if I was, in fairness, if I was bi, then I would be open to it. But that's just not my thing. She likes other girls, so of course that would fit into.
Well, no, you can have another dude in a room and y'all don't have sex.
I don't. It's a whole thing. So I don't.
What's that?
Interlocking this. The thing.
No, it could be 2. It could be 2 dudes in a room, and y'all could be servicing her, but y'all don't interact.
No, that's not the type of threesomes I'm looking to have. So
I just say she brought it up, so. You know,
I'm talking about all parties are involved. So yeah, if I was like, bi or something, then yeah, but I ain't bi. So
Sal said, "Siren,
so sorry."
Do you need a third? Sal, I'll talk to you later. Jasmine said, "How do you ask as a couple without being labeled a unicorn hunter?" Oh, all things that I'm addressing. Okay, let me move on because y'all asking a lot of things that I'm trying to touch on. All right, so first I want to go over. Don't mess shit up. Okay, if you lucky enough to have a partner that says I will engage in this, don't fuck the shit up. Don't sleep with the third behind your partner's back. Don't do that. Okay, do not engage with the third when your partner is not around. That's cheating. That is cheating. Okay. I don't care whether you mono, you poly, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. That is cheating. Don't use this as a way to explore your queerness without communicating that with your partner first. If you feel like you possibly may be gay, pans, bi, whatever, have the discussion. Don't let your partner find out why y'all having sex there. Oh, you like pussy too? Or you like this too? Like, don't just spring it on them like that. You know, have the conversation beforehand. There's nothing wrong with using it to explore it, but you want to let your partner in on it if your partner is not aware that you are having those feelings. Okay. And don't fall in love with the third. Don't fall in love.
That's debatable because there's probably couples and thruples out there. Maybe not off the bat.
If you fall in love with the third aside and your partner ain't falling in love with the third.
Oh yeah, then you have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't use a friend. Typically.
On sober nights, yeah.
There's exceptions to every rule. Typically, you don't want to reach out to a friend or a coworker because you want everyone to be comfortable. And that Monday morning board meeting might be a little uncomfortable after she just was sucking your man dick and you had your face buried in her puss. Okay.
Yeah. Memories.
If you bring your third in, the best thing to do is split up after you're done. So you're a couple, you're bringing a third in. Don't let the third spend the night. Okay?
What?
Don't let the third spend the night. I recommend not to let the third. And look it up. You can look it up. A number of people advise that. Now, if you get to a point of comfort with, like, see, your situation is slightly different. Y'all,
I guess if it's like a one-off,
y'all have a girlfriend. But if it's just you're just having some fun and playing with the person, they need to go home. And then
not instantly. I mean, it's after the aftercare part, and maybe a quick nap. Then take your ass on.
Yeah. Yes, the single needs to leave. Y'all need to split up so that way the couple can use their time to reassure each other, that they are and reestablish their connection.
Go over notes.
Right. Go over notes. Discuss how things made them feel. If something made them uncomfortable, if they need to establish a new boundary, if someone crossed the boundary, like that's why the single needs to leave and let the couple do what they do. Also, nobody should be contacting the third independently and having like side conversations because that can lead to issues. Now, of course, like I said, there can be exceptions to every rule, but this is like general groundwork to keep you from having issues with your partner. Okay.
That's right. Start a group chat, Facebook group, Messenger.
Together,
make sure together, everyone's in the know. So
no, it shouldn't be you talking to Sally over here on the side, and everything is going through you to Sally, and I don't know what the fuck you and Sally is over there talking about all the goddamn time. You could be saying any old thing. Sally could be saying any old thing. I just don't put yourself in that position. For Sally to be like, well, he was trying to get with me independent of you, blah, blah, blah. Like, because sometimes people messy. People are messy. Bitch, messy. So that's why you need to hear your ground rules. If you want the third to leave, as soon as you're done, you need to communicate that in advance. Try your best fairly to please everyone. So you can't be focusing all your attention on one person, especially if it's not your mate. You can't be focusing on the third that you brought in, and then your
out in the cold
person is over there with her nipples cold, looking at you like, what the fuck why am I even here? That's a quick way to get your head bopped.
or vice versa, or leaving the third all the way out by herself as well. Like, why the fuck am I even here?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Rockstar said, I remember that book where a couple had a threesome and by the end, the third person had both of them cheating with her. It was like, oh, I read that book too, Rockstar. I don't remember the name of it, but I damn sure remember that. I remember that. Mm-hmm.
True story?
I remember it's a book. I don't know if it was a true story. Rockstar said, Cardi, you gotta bring the other dude. Both of y'all give her all she wants.
Really, Rockstar? Really? After you bowed out the threesome game? Really?
Carolyn said, don't send your applications in all at once. Oh, she taking applications, y'all. She taking applications. That don't mean she's gonna approve them, but you can send them in, okay?
May luck ever be in your favor.
All right. So how does one find a third person, right? Oh, also really quick, make sure y'all discuss STDs. Make sure you discuss STDs. Condoms do not prevent you getting herpes. I'm going to say that again. Condoms do not prevent you from getting herpes or crabs. Okay? So make sure you discuss STDs. You can hold
background history check.
Hold responsibly. All right?
I should wear my shirt. Hold responsibly today.
Hold responsibly. Now, how do you find a third person? So you could use a dating app. FetLife is a thing. There are a lot of sex clubs that you can attend, whereas people that's in the lifestyle. Yes, Jasmine, and get tested. There's people in the lifestyle, and you can get to know them at these lifestyle clubs and parties. There's a lot of events. Yeah. If you just, put yourself out there, there's a lot of events and stuff that you can go
find
to.
Some. Like I said, I'm a part of a sex club. Might be part of a second one actually too.
Oh, really?
Another one. Yeah. Saints and Sinners.
So you can give me the information. Give me the information. Okay. And the funny thing is, comic conventions are a good place to find. Comic conventions are a good place to find a third as well. Quiet as it's kept, loud as it is. But just in advance, communicate your desires and your expectations, especially if you're using the app. So a unicorn or a guest star. Sometimes people call them a guest star.
That's a nice little term.
Yeah. For those who don't know, is someone that a couple asked to engage with them for threesomes. Look, Carolyn said, really? Dara, I don't like to call them swingers clubs. I like to call them lifestyle clubs.
Yeah, because swingers is actually a more
direct swingers thing. Is a little bit different. That's like a couple that like to swap.
Yeah.
I'm swapping my partner for your partner kind of thing. So
treat them like Pokemon cards.
Child, gotta catch them. So here's a few things to remember about treating your unicorn fairly, right? Calm the fuck down. If you are a man, I understand why you could be so happy and so eager. I got 2 women in my bed. Mm-hmm. Don't come off too fucking eager. You're going to mess up the mood. You're going to mess it all up. Hi, Alicia. Yeah, you going to...
It's a very fine line.
You be too fucking hype and it's gonna be like, all right, I'm over this. This nigga act like he ain't never seen titties before, like he ain't never had pussy before, and you gonna mess up the vibe. So don't do that. Try to build intimacy with your third. So like y'all can go out for drinks, go out to dinner. Y'all can do like things that you enjoy. Play laser tag, something. Just do something fun to loosen up. Get to know each other so that it's not awkward when you do finally initiate. And Alicia, nerds are freaks. You are 100% correct. They definitely 100%. Are. Don't leave anyone out, like I said, especially your partner. Don't leave anybody out. Try to be fair. And if you are going to give somebody a little extra attention, it better be your partner. That's all I'm going to say. If you're going to give anybody a little extra attention, it better be your partner.
First.
Trust me. Siren's telling you this to save you, okay?
Cardi co-sign. So yes.
Keep yourself involved. unless you like a voyeur and it's agreed upon that you're just gonna watch. Don't just stand there with your dick in your hand. You know, who's gonna suck my dick? Who's gonna lick my balls? Don't be a weirdo standing off to the side. Okay, get in, suck a nipple, bite a ass, do something.
Get involved. That is
Make
very
yourself useful. Okay.
true. There we go. I like that. Make yourself useful. Get in where you fit in. Legitly.
And he said, "Not gonna lie, I ain't afraid of boobies and ass. I'm past that fear. You shouldn't be afraid of them. Don't be afraid of the Venus flytrap, honey. Okay." Barkstar said, "I definitely want to watch Two Men. Not sorry.
I don't need to be sorry for that.
Dara says Saints and Sinners is a vibe.
I'll meet you there.
Yeah, we all been the Saints and Sinners." When your partner leaves the room, so if for any reason your partner leaves the room, they gotta go to the bathroom or something like that, unless previously agreed upon, you should stop whatever you're doing. Unless y'all had the conversation that it's okay for y'all to continue while I'm out the room, you should stop. Because your partner might feel a little awkward if they come in and somebody is blowing your back out. They might feel funny walking in and that's the first thing they say.
Or
so
feel left out. FOMO.
Yeah. What the fuck y'all in here doing while I'm in the bathroom? You know, it might trigger them. So just stop.
Yeah, it might feel weird, but trust me, I had to stop. Like in the middle of it, all right, she has to go to the bathroom real quick. We just gonna pause for a second, hydrate, you know?
Right.
Exactly. And we'll continue it back.
Right. Don't be selfish. Like I said, unless it's agreed upon, this is all about me, and y'all here to devour me, then you need to be giving and not just expecting like I'm the fucking king dingaling, and y'all women is here to be my concubines and my bed wenches. Like, you know.
You'll get your turn.
Give and receive. Make sure you ask for permission to do things. If you are unsure about something, make sure you look to your partner. Do check-ins. You could do visual check-ins while you doing stuff. You know, you could look at your mate and look at their eyes and know whether you fucking.
Man, that's what I'm be trying to find out. I just like, yo, just give me a tap, a nod, a wink, give me something. Help me.
And this is an important one because Sal asked this question. During the threesome, you need to know whether you only should be penetrating your lover and not the third. That is a deal breaker for some people. You can do all the other things, but you can't stick your dick in her, or he can't stick your dick in you. Don't overstep the boundaries. And when you finish in your partner. So before y'all
otherwise it's notified.
Yeah. So when you about to climax and you know it's about to be a wrap for you, you gonna be done and down and out for the night. You finish inside your partner. That is a very big thing.
That's just coming from Siren because she just wants it all the way in her all the time.
Well, so. I want my fucking cream pie. But when in doubt, finishing your partner is what I'm saying. Well, first of all, why would you want to finish in the third? You got to wear a condom with the third anyway. You ain't got to wear no condom with me.
You got to rip it off real quick and, pay the transfer.
Yeah. So why wouldn't you want to finish it off? That wouldn't even make sense to me. That's just silly. Also, y'all need to know my boundaries. Y'all might.
My take is that, I come last. That is a thing. Like I'm gonna get y'all off at 2 nuts minimum per woman, and then I can proceed to get mine off. But we'll never get off.
Ty says she could take a face shot. I don't mind that. Okay, all right. I don't mind that either. But you won't give me my cream pie, baby, one way or the other is what I'm saying. Sal said, I know I would feel some type of way if I left the room and I came back and Big Big Darnell's drilling my girl down. Damn, nigga, chill. You also need to discuss whether or not you are okay with your significant other is okay with you cuddling the third. So
that's very important because I didn't think that was an issue until it came up.
That's a fucking issue.
But the thing is, it was at me absent-minded post
Right.
clarity. It's just like, oh, I'm sleeping. It's just natural to just like roll over.
But that's why the third need to leave. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no cuddling if they get their ass up and leave.
I found out the best way to do that, since if y'all all in bed, just sleep on the edge. That way, there's no rolling over.
Yeah, well, I like mine to go home. Lamar said, I agree with him. She has to get 2 to 3 nuts to my 1.
That's right. That's a real gentleman right there.
Yeah, generous. I love it. Yeah, my opinion, no sleeping over. That avoids a whole lot of shit. Thank you.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. The Uber's outside.
Wham bam, no, I ain't saying wham bam, thank you, man. That's why you discuss it beforehand. It's not wham bam, thank you, man. If you lay out your boundaries beforehand, then it's no confusion.
I see you doing it like office space, like just drink like yeah, I'm gonna need you to
So what you doing?
Go. That'd be great, thank you.
Because I'm about to fuck him again after you leave. To reestablish our connection.
And then leave.
Yeah, but their unicorn hunters do have a they get a bad name, you know. And I don't necessarily think that unicorn hunting is a bad thing, because everything is about, Curtis said, never sleep over. I happen to think that unicorn hunting is not a bad thing as long as everyone is consenting to it. Everything is about consent, right? You can't be a unicorn unless you consent to doing it, in my opinion. And treat people like they are human beings. Give them respect. Right. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the conversations beforehand, nobody feels used, no one feels lied to, everyone is in agreement, everyone came into it knowing what was going to happen, and no one should feel bad about it. So I don't think it's a problem for it. There are people who are professional unicorns. That's what they enjoy. They don't want the commitment. They don't want a relationship. They don't want to be in a triad. They just there's something secure about them and safer with them being with a couple and then going about their business. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
They just need that good security, and then they got they fix and they move on. It's so rare. Why are unicorns so hard to find, yo?
Because a lot of people want the relationship. Sal said, "Are you a unicorn hunter? And is that for me or for Cardi?" I would like a unicorn. Yes, I like unicorns.
Yes, yeah. I also do like unicorns, but we put ads out there, and it's
because people want the relationship. That's why.
Yeah.
Lamont said it was fun, so it's time for you to go because we got stuff to do. Pretty much. I mean, not being rude, but pretty much, yes. So I said, public service announcement: if I'm ever your third, don't treat me like a human, treat me like an object. Well, if you like degradation, baby, I got you.
You don't bite a little bit more than you can chew.
The main
Watch
reason, Rockstar, I said it earlier, a unicorn is a third person that you bring in, a couple brings into their relationship to entertain in the bedroom. That's what a unicorn is. Where unicorns get a toxic, what's the word I'm looking for? Reputation is because people think that all bisexual women, all pan women are potential unicorns. And that's not true. That's not true. You being bi doesn't automatically make you want to be with a couple.
Right.
Yeah. So that's
does increase the chances, though. It's not 0%. That's all I can say.
You can't approach people like that. That's all I'm saying. You can't approach people like that.
I mean, it's the first step. Hey, you like girls? Then every great journey, right?
And one more thing I'm going to touch on before I get into these sexual positions is Ty said, make sure that the woman is really interested in you. And if y'all don't remember nothing else I said, remember, do not make your partner jealous. Defer to her. And make sure that the person you are bringing in, if it's a woman, man, woman situation, make sure that the woman is genuinely interested in your woman.
Right.
Because a lot of these bitches be frauding. Ty, I told you I had you. I was getting to this topic. A lot of these bitches be frauding. They fake bisexual. They fake pansexual. They pretend that they are interested in you because they really want to fuck your dude. And that's why I said no side conversations. You gotta leave. You can't sleep over. The reason why I'm saying that is because if for some reason your red flags don't highlight the fact that that's what this bitch is doing, that will keep her from doing that. Because she's not going to get what she wants. What she wants is to push you to the side and get in with your nigga. But if you can't sleep over, he ain't having side conversations with you, he ain't seeing you on the side, then none of that can happen. This when I say that this is my life as a pansexual woman, oh, well, you know, tell your girl I like girls too. Bitch, no the fuck you don't.
You don't.
No, you don't. You don't want to be with me because the way you got access to me, access to him is the same way you got access to me. And you don't talk to me. You don't interact with me. You don't pay me no motherfucking mind.
Y'all spend no time together.
But you want to send messages that you like me. Get the fuck out my face.
You just tell her to eat your pussy first. You gotta pass the test. You lying? You tell the truth on your knees right now.
Dara said unicorn hunting is annoying because you're treated like an object and not a person. Right. Lamont said, I've always said I want the woman to find a chick. I don't want no outside conversation with her. Thank you, Lamont. And things work better
when the woman's in charge.
The woman is in charge. And this is even a conversation I've had with my therapist. When the woman vets the woman, things go much smoother. When the man vets the woman, confusion and chaos. Because they don't see it. Or you don't want to see it. They don't see it or they don't want to see it. And that becomes an issue because when you say this bitch is moving funny and this is what it is, they be like, no. And you be like, I only been a fucking woman my whole entire life. Right. I've only been around and been privy to the inside conversations of women my whole entire life. I'm telling you that this is what hoes do.
Unless you know you're a super dom and you just supersede all that shit, but then
every second think that they got super pussy power, and that all I gotta do is get him to fuck me one good time, and I'ma slide this bitch right on out the way. So, if y'all want to engage, like I said, it's nothing wrong with it, but definitely let your woman vet the other woman, and if she say the vibe check ain't right.
It ain't right.
Y'all need to respect. Y'all need to respect her when she say the vibe ain't right. Especially if she's had sex, if y'all have had threesomes and foursomes and stuff before or whatever, like then you know she's not insecure and she don't have a problem doing it. She just don't want to do it with this particular person.
Right.
Yeah.
And like I said, it makes it easier for the guy too. So out of sight, out of mind, your girl handling everything, you know that you can't fuck up. You know, let her do the vetting. You sit back and you wait for the results like a fucking game show. If give me the green light, give me the red light. If not, red light, we on to the next.
Rockstar said, and women, if you're going to vet, make sure you get someone your partner will want to.
I ain't worried about these hoes.
Yes, ask Chris. I used to tell him that shit all the time. I know women. The fuck. Ty said, Carty, I hope you listening. You think I be bugging? Fuck these hoes.
I don't know what hoe she's talking about. So.
With no grease, baby. With no grease. It's like it's really. I could do a whole show about that. How
I asked for you.
No, I could do a whole show about how women really be frauding out here, and it's absolutely.
No, I would enjoy that show because that would put me on game. What to look out for?
It don't like it's enough niggas out there in the sea. It's all types of niggas, and even when you could be with someone, you know, freely. They still lie about stuff, and it's weird to me. Like, I definitely agree with men when I'm like, women are confusing. That's why I don't really fuck with women like that, because they're weird. Y'all do weird ass shit, and it don't make no sense at all. You don't gotta lie. The nigga will fuck you if he wanna fuck you. You don't gotta lie.
You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. But one thing I know for sure is that women want things that they can't have. And they see a man that they want, they will do whatever it takes if they crazy enough to do it.
And be thinking you the one standing in the way. Oh,
Mhm.
she in the way. Bitch, I ain't in the fucking way. I promise you it ain't me. I ain't in the way. You go on ahead and get yourself involved in this bullshit if you want to.
Right.
I hope you're ready. It's a bumpy ride.
It could all be so simple. But you rather make it hard.
Lamar said, I've been with women and they say, yeah, I want us to have a threesome. And then after we have sex, the jealousy kick in saying, hell no, no one else get any. Well, that's what I'm saying about fake bi women too.
Yeah.
So a lot of women are fake bisexual. They're not really bisexual. I'm not bi, I'm pan. So I don't even like I don't equally like women and men. I just like who I like, and that's it. I am penis leaning because I like penetration. And also women get on my nerves. I'm gonna just be honest. I must have been a man in another life. Women get on my fucking nerves. Y'all play too many games. I don't have time for that. Y'all don't know yourself. So y'all think y'all want pussy. Y'all don't want no pussy. Y'all want dick. That's what y'all want. So that's where Lamont, that's where your issue is coming in. A lot of, you know, people are fake bisexual, and then they're doing the threesome because they're really trying to please their partner. They're lying to themselves. That's why I said that. Y'all got to have a conversation beforehand.
Yeah.
They're lying to themselves. They're not being honest that they really don't want to do it. And then they're not being, and even if they do want to do it, they're not being honest about their boundaries. Just because you have a threesome, that does not mean that you have to fuck the other woman. That's not what that means. It's any sexual activity. So they could eat each other out. You could eat the other bitch out. You don't have to stick your dick in her.
Man, it's not fun. Oh my God.
But it's a thing. It can be a thing.
It can be a thing. Now, I've been a part where, you know, I had to watch one time, and like I felt like a total cuck because I couldn't jump in, but that was still an experience for the both of them to have. And that's okay too. There's nothing wrong with strengthening that bond because there will be other times. So it doesn't have to be all you knocking it out of the park every fucking time. It doesn't always have to be about you.
But you have to be fair too, Cardi, because if you don't want to see a man penetrate your woman, you can't be mad that your woman don't want to see you penetrate another woman also.
That's also true, yeah.
So you got to be fair in it. And sometimes that means compromising, and you might want this one ask, but you got to be like, oh, well, on this flip side, I ain't willing to let her do X, Y, and Z. So you got to be fair, you know?
If anything, I'm trying to be fair all the time.
Rockstar said, I lean the woman because I like to eat cat, but I lean the men for the same reason as Siren. Alicia said, that is so weird. Why have a threesome if it's not your thing? Because that's what people have the right to do. That's their boundary.
Yeah.
Rockstar said, after watching and she leaves, you get to lick down your girl. And listen, it's whatever people agree.
Exactly.
Whatever people agree and consent to is what I'm saying. Also, I am of the personal belief that, you know, you can have casual sex, right? But a lot of women can't. They think they can, but a lot of women can't. So once you start having penetrative sex, then that's where a lot of shit come into play, and it start moving funny because now she done got the dick and she's catching feelings. Because y'all don't be honest with yourself.
That's true.
Y'all can't have casual sex.
You know, women are very emotional creatures, and they get attached. And
I'm just saying. Yeah,
it's true.
What
What's Sal say?
Sal said, Cardi, you don't have to be fair. Just have her stay away from Big Darnell.
Big Darnell gonna get his fucking shot. He played with me.
And the other thing, Alicia, you can't say that's weird. It's people that think having a threesome period is weird. Like,
yeah.
So where does the weird line get drawn? You know what I mean? Everyone should do what they consent to, and what makes them happy and what pleases everyone that's involved. That's all. Communication is key.
I gotta put Dom Daddy back in here because folks think they just be forgetting I'm fucking Dom over here. Fucking got me fucked up.
Yeah, no, you had some good, you had some good bits to add. So I see y'all communicating over there.
That's a soft part of the Dom Daddy.
And while we are discussing sex etiquette and I'm educating you on these things, the Carty experience is coming.
Thank you, Jess. Oh, we coming, baby.
The Carty experience is coming, and he is having a party. Jess, if you could throw that on up here.
Carty party. You already know.
Come run wild. He is having a sex ed night, okay? On August the 26th. He is having a sex education night. It is $10 for entrance. Please, please, please hit either me or Cardi up if you are interested in coming. It's going to be drinks. It's going to be sex education, intimacy. You going to have sex toys too, right?
Yep, we have demonstrations, good talks, education, games, giveaways, and even after that, we're going to be having an after party. So,
and after the party is the after party, Carolyn. So make sure you coming through. All right, if you are in the Philadelphia area or in the close by vicinity, definitely hit us up. This is going to be kind of like a precursor for more things that we want to throw as the unicorn brand to give you a little bit of sex education and spice up your lives. If you're vanilla, we about to make you chocolate, okay?
We about to put you on some shit that you never even seen. The woman that I'm working with is going to have the latest and greatest toys are out on the market to make your pussy do what it do.
Cardi, make sure you hit up Carolyn because she says she want to come. So make sure you hit her up.
I'll hit you up. Tickets are $10. Ain't nothing crazy, but
reasonable because Cardi and Ty feed you well. They feed you well. Ty with her vittles.
Right. Sponsored by Vittles.
Also, Diggs, I hope you got the flyer back there, Jess. You know that the head nurse in charge annual pool party is coming up. Yes, thank you, Doc.
After my party, pool party.
Clinton, Maryland, September 2nd. It's the pool party hosted by King Kurt Live of the main show Head Nurse in Charge. All right. I am going to be there. Cardi is going to be there. The unicorns will be running wild there. So you definitely want to come out and celebrate the Virgo's birthday party. You can go to www.headnurseincharge.com, look under events and get your tickets there. It's going to be food, games. We're going to have a good time. Carolyn, you make sure you come to that too. It's in Maryland, Lamont. It's in Maryland. Can you make it to Maryland? I don't know where you at, but come on out to Maryland and join us at the pool party, okay? Rockstar said Ty's food is so fucking good. Mm-hmm. There you go, Ty. You got your commercial for Vittles. She said it's so fucking good with the tongue, the hearts and the tongue out, right? We have a number of other events that we are putting together behind the scenes. So please make sure that you're following Head Nurse in Charge on all their platforms. We are, of course, part of the HNIC network. We are trying to have a good time. We about to be outside as long as we can be outside before
summer's almost over.
Fall comes.
That son of a bitch.
Jasmine, I wish you was up here with us to come to the party.
I know. We be tearing
up. Okay, so where can they find you at Dom Carty if they want to hit you up for tickets?
Right here, you see it at the Carty Experience on Instagram, also on Twitch. Just shoot me a message. I'll give you the details on how to pay, where it's at, all the other good stuff. Any other questions? All right.
And of course, I am Siren by Night, the executive producer of this show. You can find me on IG as Siren by Night, Facebook as Siren by Night, TikTok at Siren_by_night. And of course, I'll be poking it out here and there on different Headers and Charge platforms based on the events and what's going on. If you have a podcast and you're not getting visibility, or if you want to do a podcast and you don't know where to begin, you can hit me up. Like I said, I'm the executive producer of this show and other shows, and I can help you get on the network so that you too can have your own shenanigans and debauchery. Or my co-executive producer, Curtis King Brown, hit one of us up and we can get you started on it, okay? Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope I did Tokyo proud in her absence.
We didn't go over the positions either.
I know I didn't, but you know we couldn't show. So I wanted to show y'all sexual positions that you could do in your threesomes. If you don't want to know what those sexual positions are, I can inbox them to you because Twitch might shut us down if I was to put them up. Yeah, Twitch gets on my nerves. Or maybe we need to put them up on Patreon. I hope if you've never done a threesome that maybe we enlightened you as to why you could possibly be able to try it in the future. Remember, we always think of threesomes as woman, male, woman. It's not always like that. There's different ways to do it. So don't be afraid to try things. Do what's comfortable to you. That's all.
To the Carty party, you might get one. Never know. You never know.
Party. Come out to the party. We are going to have a good time. If you have any more questions, feel free to slide in our inboxes and let us know. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Join us next week for more shenanigans every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Until then, don't get cut by your third.
And hold responsibly. Love y'all.